Yo, this week's JJK manga was amazing. The spoilers for this week are just peak. Now, there are a lot of things about this chapter that I would like to give my take on it. And one of the most important thing is the reason why I felt Sukuna's malevolent shrine appeared the way it appeared. So before we start this video, guys, I want to tell you that my previous video I made, where I made the speculation that Sukuna had two cost technique, totally debunked. And the three people that debunked it were actually the three people that commented down in the comment section. They actually enlightened me and they showed me actually that they had better theories. And from what I'm seeing in this week's JJK manga, I'm pretty sure that they are spot on. So I'm going to make a video on their theory probably this weekend. But without any further ado, let's just jump right into this week JJK spoilers. Now, the most important thing is I'm not really going to narrate everything. At this point, I will assume that you have already read it. I will just glance through it. But one of the key components I really want to emphasize in this video is the reason why I felt Sukuna's malevolent shrine appeared the way it did. Now, as I was reading the spoilers, there was something that caught my attention. And one thing we can observe is the fact that this isn't actually a conventional malevolent shrine. This isn't actually a conventional domain expansion that Sukuna would have done on a normal day. Now, from what we see in the spoilers, they said that a binding vow was made by Sukuna in order for him to manifest this domain expansion. And one thing I saw in the manga today was that when Sukuna wanted to do his domain expansion, he actually used Gojo's pose. That means Gojo's pose anytime he wants to activate domain expansion. And from what I feel happened is that because Sukuna doesn't have his two hands in order for him to do his normal sign to activate his normal domain expansion, he probably made a binding vow to himself again in order for him to manifest a domain expansion using one hand. And that is the reason why I feel the domain expansion wasn't really complete, and I felt that that was the reason why the domain expansion actually expired in less than 100 seconds. So now, like I originally stated, I honestly feel that Sukuna somewhat did a binding vow with himself, because this is something that Sukuna does. Sukuna actually is a master of binding vows, and I'm pretty sure that because things were getting out of hand, he did this in order for him to activate his domain expansion using only one finger. Now, I am not 100% sure when the actual JJK manga comes out. Definitely we're going to see if what I'm saying is actually true or not, but I feel that this is the only explanation, because one explanation that I got from TikTok was that they said that this is a combination between Sukuna and Megumi's domain expansion, but I feel that that is not necessarily the issue, because then again there was nothing that indicated that 10 Shadows was actually infused with the domain expansion, because the domain expansion that Sukuna used the same cleave and dismantle like any other normal domain expansion Sukuna would have originally used. So I don't think the 10 Shadow has anything to do with why the shape is like that. I honestly just feel that because Sukuna was in a pinch and he needed a way out, he made a binding vow where he could activate his domain expansion. Just that the thing would probably just last for like 90 seconds, which it did, and the attacks wouldn't be as refined as a normal domain expansion would be. And that's what I feel. Now, the reason why Sukuna did this is very obvious, because he was actually aiming for this particular moment in order for him to use Fuga, which was actually translated, and they said it was Malevolent Flame, but I'm not sure. Definitely we're waiting for the official release, which is coming on Sunday, so that we can probably confirm if that really is the case. But that is why I think when it comes down to it, I just want to make this video to get my opinion out there, because when I actually read the spoilers, this was like the thing that kept on popping up in my mind, and this is what I felt, because I felt that this is like the most logical thing Sukuna could do, because right now he cannot use reverse course technique in order for him to heal his other hand, so he cannot really do the proper domain expansion. He cannot even use his universal cleave, so definitely his back was against the wall, and this was a cop-out move that he did. This is something that is definitely in Sukuna's playbook, and this isn't an ass pull or anything. So definitely, like I usually say, Gege cooks, and we just have to let Gege cook, because one thing I know is that JJK is going to have a very, very great ending. And honestly, I'm just enjoying the chapters, bangers upon bangers upon bangers. So yeah, what do you think about the explanation I made? Do you think it makes sense, or do you think that nah, this doesn't make sense? Write down in the comment section. Definitely, I'd love to hear your opinion. And yeah, check out my debunked theory video I made last week, because I really thought I was cooking, but when the comment section came, I found out that I really wasn't cooking like that. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys later.